Hey everyone, and welcome. We're jumping right in today because we have a major update, a brand new notice straight from the Staff Selection Commission, or SSC. Now, this isn't just another notification. It has some really important implications for all you aspirants out there. So we're going to decode exactly what this means for you. Let's get started.
So the first question that probably pops into your head is, why does the SSC suddenly need to hire experts? And, what's that got to do with you, the person who's studying hard for these exams? Well, this notice has all the clues, so let's dig in and find out. All right, first things first, let's get a clear picture of what this notice is actually about. What is this special role that the SSC is looking to fill, and why are they making a public announcement about it? The official term they're using is Empanelment of Subject Matter Experts. I know, it sounds a little formal, but let's break it down. Empanelment just means they're creating an official list or a panel of qualified people. And subject matter experts, well, that's exactly what it sounds like. These are the masters of a specific field. So what SSC is really doing here is building a brand new top-tier team of specialists.
And believe me, these experts have a super critical job. They're going to be the ones designing and double-checking your exam questions. Their whole purpose is to make sure the questions are high quality, totally relevant to the syllabus, and have zero errors. This is going to have a direct impact on the exam you'll be sitting for.
Now, here's where it gets really specific. This particular notice is looking for experts in one field, Electronics and Telecommunications engineering. That's pretty interesting, right? It could be a sign that upcoming exams might have a stronger focus on this area, maybe because there's a growing need for these technical roles in the government.
This brings us to the next big question. Who exactly qualifies for a role this important? Let's take a look at the eligibility criteria that the SSC has put out there.
Okay, so the SSC has laid out two main requirements. First, you have to be either a current or a retired faculty member from a recognized college or university. This makes sure they're getting people with real academic experience and credibility. And second, you've got to have a solid grasp of both English and Hindi. This is so important for making sure the question papers are crystal clear for students from both language backgrounds.
Now, for anyone who actually meets these criteria, the good news is that the application process itself is really straightforward. Let's just quickly walk through the steps.
It's literally just 4 simple steps. An applicant needs to get their detailed resume ready, making sure to highlight their area of specialization. Then they just have to email it to the address provided and, of course, send it before the deadline. Just so you have it, that email is soqb.415@ssc.nic.in. And get this, the deadline for applications is January 5th, 2026. Now, I know that sounds like it's a lifetime away, but it actually tells us something really important. It shows that the SSC is playing the long game here. They're taking their sweet time to make sure they get the absolute best experts on board, and honestly, that's a great sign for the quality of future exams.
Okay, now we're getting to the most important part of this whole thing. Why does any of this matter to you, the student? How is this notice going to affect your preparation strategy and what you experience on exam day?
The biggest and most positive thing is the potential for way better exam quality. I mean, think about it. When you have top experts from the field actually setting the questions, the standard of the paper is just bound to go up. This should mean fewer confusing or wrong questions and less chance of topics showing up that are outside the syllabus. You can expect a much fairer, more standardized test.
This move is a huge signal that the SSC is actively trying to raise its standards. The message here is that just skimming the surface or relying on guesswork isn't going to cut it anymore. The questions will probably get more conceptual, more in-depth, because the people making them are at the very top of their game.
So, what's the direct takeaway for you? It's pretty simple. You have to level up your preparation. If the exam standard is going up, their preparation has to rise up to meet it. This means you've got to move beyond just memorizing facts and really focus on building a deep, solid understanding of the core concepts.
We can really sum this whole development up with one core idea. The quality of your exam is just a reflection of the experts who create it. A better, more qualified panel means a more credible and challenging exam, and that's what every serious student should really want in the end. So we'll leave you with one final question to think about. Is your current preparation strategy ready for an expert-level exam? Let that sink in, and maybe it's time to take another look at your study plan.